Sonnen and Silva, is that set? Is it actually signed on paper yet?
No.
You haven't been able to alleviate Sonnen's concerns yet?
No, but I will guarantee you that fight's going to happen, unless one of them gets hurt. That fight will happen. Huh?
Anderson's health.
Anderson's?
Health.
Yeah. Anderson's coming in here to meet with me on Friday. So we're going to talk and sit down, and he'll be at the fight on Saturday.
Is there a report that he's healthy, though? Do you know?
Yeah.
Just around the corner, we have Jake Ellenberger and Diego Sanchez. What do you think of that matchup?
Fun fight. No, I'm happy Diego's back. You know, he's been out for a while with the knee injury, and now he's back, and I'm excited for it.
170 as well. I mean, staying at 170. Jake, I just left him. He looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
So this is a fight I think everybody.
It's a big fight for both guys. There's a lot at stake for this fight. You know, obviously Diego Sanchez is a big name. He's put on tons of exciting fights for us in the last 6 years. Coming back from this injury now against a guy who's ready to, you know, take it to that next level. So this is an important fight for both guys.
Is that true that you're going to have a third UFC in Brazil this year?
The third this year?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. We'll go this summer, and then we'll be back next year.
What did you think about the last UFC in Brazil?
I thought it was awesome. I love going to Brazil. The Brazil fights are fun. The crowd is insane. It's unbelievable.
Can you talk a little bit more? Can you talk a little bit about bringing the UFC Expo back to Vegas rather than like Atlanta or somewhere like that?
Yeah, it does well in Vegas, and obviously Southern California, Arizona, and all the places. And you know, we travel this thing all over the country. It's always fun to come to Vegas because if you come in for the Expo, obviously the Expo is great, it's fun, but there's a lot of other stuff to do here besides. So we always want to bring it back to Vegas after we've taken it, you know, and traveled it around for a while.
Hey Dana, what's going on with Gilbert Melendez? Is there any truth to the rumor that BJ Penn was offered a fight with him and turned it down?
It's not true. Absolutely not true. But I have been talking to BJ Penn. Talked to BJ Penn last week. It's the first time BJ and I have talked since his fight. He's just chilling right now. BJ just wants to relax and figure out what he wants to do with his career.
And as far as Melendez goes, any plans with
I'm
him?
working on Melendez. Melendez is all over my ass.
Do you feel like he's getting the press and media props that he deserves?
I think he's a great fighter. And I've said this a million times, and I'll say it again. I want to get my hands on Strikeforce. I want to dive into this thing, and I want to do it the way that I know it should be done and the way that I think it should be done. And we'll see what happens. And I think I told you guys at a meeting coming up last week. When is that meeting anyway? I don't even know when that meeting is. Is it next week?
No, you said last week.
This week. I said this week, right?
It was this week.
So it's got to be this week. It didn't happen yet. But.
Now, earlier in the press conference, too, you said you were going to talk about the Gladiator entrance.
Yeah. Are you guys coming over?
What is it?
Nobody's been told?
No, you're going to tell him now.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the idea. Big
So
surprise.
here's what I wanted to do. I thought you guys already knew this. That's why I apologize to the kid that asked me that during the press conference. If you guys want to come over to a room, I have it set up for you guys. And I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to walk you through what it is, what it means, and why I did it the way I did it. Yeah? So anybody who wants to come, you're welcome to come. No video, though. Can't video, only watch it.
You got a keg or anything?
Huh? Yeah, do we got food over there and stuff?
Food over there.
Yeah, we got food, drinks. We're gonna have the fucking the Gladiator retirement party.
Are you gonna miss the Gladiator?
Huh?
Are you gonna miss the Gladiator?
You know what? The Gladiator was cool for the time that we had him, and you know, now that we're taking it to the next level, it's time for him to retire.
That dude's bummed, right? The Gladiator guy.
Yeah,
you know,
well, let me tell you what's funny about the Gladiator thing is when we first, again, like when we talk about this Fox deal, we're going through all these tweaks and things that you got to do to figure it out. When we first bought this company, remember we used to have flames and explosions and fucking, we went through so much shit trying to figure out what the identity for this thing was going to be. And then when we got the Gladiator, I was like, this is it, this is perfect. You know, so at the time when the Gladiator was there, it was awesome. And look at what it built into. I mean, when we go live and that show opens, no matter where you are in the world in the arena, that fucking place goes crazy and erupts.
Who is the guy? Do you know who he is?
He was some actor. We tried to find him. We've been looking for him for like a week and a half. We were gonna do like this viral piece with him. We couldn't find him. He's probably fat now and not as shape, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, you said that, you know, that you want to get your hands on Strikeforce, you run it the way that you want to run it. What do you think is not being done to elevate that brand? You know? Not maybe to the UFC's level, but maybe to the level right below.
Yeah, well, no. Why not the UFC's level? I mean, if you talk to anybody, people would tell you that they believe that Gilbert Melendez is one of the best fighters in the world. And there's a ton of guys. Now you got Rockhold over there. I mean, yes, these guys are great, and they could. I just want to do things the way that I want to do things over there. We'll see what happens. You guys know how I am. If I take the Strikeforce thing, I will dive into this thing 100% because I got so much free time, and I'm looking for a side project. But honestly, I will dive into this thing and I will make it right and I will make it good and I will make the fighters who fight over there not worry about what's going on in the UFC.
Any way that maybe that you would turn into that Super Bowl of MMA where
I think there's some fun. Yeah, there's some fun things we can do once we get that thing to where I want it to be. Cool? Want to go see this thing?
Yeah. Awesome.
Pretty good?